Hey, hey, Marion. How's everybody doing? Hey, can't sleep. I am up. I'm up. I have on my Scully because I was outside on the balcony, just outside. Yeah, can't sleep. My husband's out working right now, so hopefully, hey, sunshine. Hopefully, he'll be here within an hour. Yeah, I can finally get some sleep. So I just sat here at the table, just finished polishing my nails. Use this color. I had polished my toes earlier, so I said, while I got some time, my nails can really dry. Let me just go in and polish them. So I just polished my nails. Did pretty good this time. So, well, I hope I'm not menopausing. I haven't even hit 30 yet. Thank you, sunshine. Oh, I took it out somewhere in there. I was on the phone earlier. It hurts sometimes when I'm on the phone because it's so big. So I just took it out. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm probably about to go back on the balcony. It feels good outside. It's cold, but it feels good. It's not windy anymore. It's not raining. It's just a cold, still night. So, you really were? Oh, mm, thank you. Yeah, I just woke up and couldn't go back to sleep instantly. So, here I am. Hey, Antoinette. Maybe you guys can help me fall back to sleep. Oh, really? Now I'm doing all the yawning now that I came live with you guys. Anyway, all right. We're gonna go outside for a sec. Like to open my blinds a little bit. Making all this noise. Ooh, I'm doing okay, Danielle. Thank you for asking. All right, y'all. I know y'all won't be able to see me like that, but I'm outside right now. Let me see if you guys can. I don't know if y'all can see this view, but this is what in the hell? I'm about to go back in the house. It's a motherfucking cat. Oh, I'm going back in the house. Y'all is a goddamn cat on the roof. Uh-uh. I don't need no cat jumping down, about to jump on me. Mm-mm. Scared the hell out of me. Yeah. Sorry, Mr. Kitty Cat. You gonna stay up there. You should have got your behind up there. Y'all, I came in the house so quick. He wasn't out there earlier when I was out there. Uh-uh. You and your own Mr. Cat. Oh, I'm like, what in the world is that? I know I ain't tripping. Whew. Scared the hell out of me. Chill. I mean, and I'm standing there and I hear him and I look up and he's on the roof. He's on the roof of the apartment complex. Like, how you get up there? Probably jumped on my balcony rail and then hopped up there. You know, these cats. Mm-mm. Well, the same way you got up there, you can get down. Mm-mm. Yeah, I came in the house quick. Whew. I needed to anyway because it is ice cold out there. But it feels good, but it is really cold. I don't know why I'm talking like it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I need to go and change AJ's diaper. Y'all, my baby. He's lately he had been sick, and he I took him to the emergency room on Veterans Day, and he had a double ear infection, so they put him on Augmentin for 10 days. And this antibiotic, of course, causes diarrhea. I don't do the cats. And earlier today, I was changing his diaper, and he started crying and whining and holding his legs up. And I was like, well, what is wrong with you? I just thought he didn't want his diaper changed. Then I changed him again later on, and something said, look. And I looked, and I was like, y'all, my baby's skin so, was it chafed and it's so raw and red. I was like, oh my gosh. I said, well, this is why he was whining earlier. He got a bad rash. So I stopped immediately using the wipes because the wipes is probably burning his butt, burning the area. And I got Vaseline and some Desitin cream. And I'm going to be changing him often. So I'm about, before I lay down or try to make myself go to sleep, I'm going to go and change him in just like a little bit. While he's asleep, change his diaper. So we have to change him, more often, to get that rash to go away. So, but yeah, I just was floored when I saw that nasty looking rash because my kids don't get diaper rash, honey. I don't play that. And when I saw that, I was like, ooh, ooh, a fungus. Yeah, I don't have any A&D ointment. I thought I did. I couldn't. Well, I know I do, but I can't find it. Let's just say that. So I just been using Desitin and the Vaseline. And so when I change him, I'm going to use a warm washcloth with no soap on it. And just, try to wipe his area good. Unless he has a BM, then that's different. But just to wipe him off. And I don't want to use any wipes right now because that obviously burned him. So, so yeah, my poor baby. Don't you feel sorry for your kids when they have something like that? Because they can't tell you, Mama, my stuff burning or itching, or, you just find out. And it's just so unfortunate because you're like, all this time you've been whining, not knowing why they're whining. And, it's like, okay. But yeah, you have to be careful with some of those ointments too because of the medication that's in them. And I don't want anything else to burn him. So, yeah. I'm going to try this Desitin and the Vaseline, see how it does in it. Because I just noticed it today. I think the rash just came up today. I realized it today, let's just say that. So I'm going to give it a couple of days. We're doing the same treatment and see what happens. Um, yeah. Oh, and in winter. Yeah, I just had this on my head because I was outside. It's cold out there. And then I just threw on my robe This is my robe that my nana bought me when I was pregnant with Zaria, I believe. Uh-huh. And I love it because it's that fleece material. It's perfect for this time of season. So, I don't know what that was. Probably that darn cat up there. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that's my remedy so far. The Desitin and the Vaseline. And we'll see how that works. So I'm just coating his butt with the Vaseline and everything. Thank you, Kim. I usually don't have insomnia. um, I'm usually the one that's asleep. But this night I was already asleep, and I think the TV woke me up. It was so loud, and I turned it down, and I just got up, uh, uh, went to use the restroom, and been up since. I think it's because my husband's not home. You know, it's hard for me to sleep with him not being home. And right now, he's working two jobs. So, Martha, wait, hold up. Martha, what facility? I don't want to ask you where you work at. Darn. You work here in Jacksonville? Let me ask you that. Do you work here in Jacksonville, Martha? Thanks, Sunshine. Yes, it is contagious. Because, honey, we are still waiting on our survey. I wonder, do you work in here? Work here in Jacksonville. Because they have been running at least 2 to 3 months behind. Like one facility, I think Regents, was it Regents? I can't think of the name of the facility, was surveyed the last time in July, and they didn't come in until like I think it was this past week they came in. Yeah, and yeah, and we were scheduled last year. We had it in September, so it's been now 2 months that they haven't come yet. So now we're thinking, it could be next week or sometime in December that they could come for the annual inspection. Hey, Angela, you up too? Darn, where did Martha go? I wonder if she works here in Jacksonville. Cause she said she's still waiting on state. Darn, I wish I could find out what facility she's at. She's doing much better. Thank you for asking. Yeah, she's doing better. Oh, the Palace Nursing Home in Kendall. Oh, you're in Miami? Oh, okay. Good night, sunshine. Um, oh, you're in Miami. I don't know how their surveys run, but no, we still haven't been surveyed, girl. We still waiting ourselves. So that's the only thing that I really dislike about my job. You too, you too. Have a good night. Hey, sissy. Is that your life, especially being in management. The floor staff really, they don't too much have to deal with the surveys like that. Well, now they probably do because they'll be asking them a lot of questions. But, you know, management, depending on your management team or your supervisor or, the administrator of the facility, it's like, it's hard on you. Right now we can't really take vacations like that. And if we do it's on a week by week basis, depending if the state come, everything is contingent upon if the state is coming. Oh, y'all had y'all's in August? Oh, honey, y'all ain't probably gonna be surveyed till like December, January. If they running that behind the way they are. mm, yeah, ours was in September. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's like your whole life stops when these people are coming, when you're in your survey window. It's just like you just want them to come, do what they gonna do and get it over with. You just never know when they come, and it's just all unannounced, and it just sucks, and it's just irritating because it's like we have to be to work early Monday and Tuesdays. It used to be at 7, now they push it back to 8 because it was taking so long, and I had to do that for 2 months. 2 months, and it's just like a struggle. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then when they do come, you stressing like hell. And I'm just like, what, these people put their pants on one leg at a time, just like I do. So, and this year, I'm in a different space this year. Okay, I'm in a different space this year, and it's just like, you know what, whatever. I mean, this has been, I don't know about anybody, but this has been a challenging year. It's definitely been a challenging and eye-opening year. Are you guys talking about state inspections? Yes, we are, Sissy, for the healthcare industry, mainly nursing homes. hmm Are you in healthcare too? Good night, Kim. Have a good night. I work in HR. hmm I know, right, Martha? Terrible. Do you guys are you JCO accredited, Martha? Because we just went through that process this year in March where we're recently JCO accredited. Oh, you worked in a nursing home for 8 years? Okay, so you know how it is. Yeah, we were just saying, she was asking me, have we been surveyed yet? And I'm like, no, we still waiting on them. And she said they're also still waiting as well. So that's how we started talking about it. Good night, Antoinette. Sorry, y'all. I was daydreaming. Hey, Dion. So, have y'all been following that case on the young lady here in Jacksonville, Taylor Williams, the little 5-year-old girl that went missing? Have y'all been following that? Have they identified the body yet that they found? Yeah, she does. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Peggy. How you feel, sissy? Yeah. You know what, sissy? It's not even just about us. I mean, you could be in compliance as far as paper, but the surveyors are really talking more directly to the staff, as they should. Um, yeah, she's still missing. Now they're saying that the last thing that I heard was that, um, hey, Sugar Cookie, hi, boo. She's doing good. The last thing that I heard was that some eyewitness neighbor, saw the baby wandering sometime in about the last time he physically saw her was sometime in May. And she hadn't been to daycare since like April of this year. And it's now November, and it's really sad. So, no one has really seen her since really May alive. Um, and he said that when he did used to see little Taylor, she always had on the same pajamas, holding the same stuffed animal, and she was always home by herself, wandering around the apartment complex, waving to him from her window. Hey, Miss Bunkin. And when he did see the mom come home, the mom would come home same time, about 6:30, 7 o'clock at night, with only, it looks like what appeared to be food only for one person, according to this eyewitness person. And it's sad. It's sad. If you don't want children, there are so many women or even couples, married couples that are struggling to have children, or even same sex couples that want children. Um, and you're more than welcome to, give them up for adoption. And I don't know why people hold on to children when they know they don't want them. I don't know if it's for a check, or I would assume that would be the only reason why, because you really don't love the child. So, I just really think it's sad and selfish of you. Um, I guess not married. She was at two different daycares. One daycare was called Kindergarten, and she was last seen there the end of April. And then there was another daycare on base where her mom worked, NAS Jax, where she was seen early in April. The last time she was there was around early April. And yeah, they said she tried to commit suicide, but they never. I mean, I figured that that's the body, but they have not ruled it out that that's actually Taylor Williams. They've identified the body. I mean, you have to realize these kids are being snatched up left and right, so you don't want to just assume that that's her body. Even though it was kind of found in the same area where the mom's phone was pinged, so it kind of puts two and two together. That that's her body, but a definite answer is always good. Because there are other missing children out there that have not been found yet, and it's so sad. But I know she tried to commit suicide, and right now, God, we just need to pray for her. I know right now everybody's crucifying this young lady, how bad of a mother she is, and how horrible she is, and she need to go to hell, and all this kind of other stuff. But y'all just have to pray for her sanity right now. Pray for her mental state, because we do not know what type of mental state this young lady was in when whatever occurred. And it's so sad. It's because the mom was a valedictorian homecoming queen and has won numerous awards while in the military, yet it looks like she fell apart as a mom. That's what I'm saying, Sugar Cookie. She's had some accolades in her life, but mentally, we don't know. It's obvious she was a single parent. for the 5 years. And the father has not been actively in her life for the last 2 years for whatever reason. So she's basically been raising this baby by herself since birth. And we don't know the mental state. Who knows if she suffered from postpartum depression and was never treated for it? Who knows if she has a history of bipolar depression? Nobody knows that. You know, and I don't like for mental illness to be a cop out, but if mental illness is seriously what's wrong with her, then okay, let it be known that. But I think we need to pray for the young lady seriously, because we don't know what she's going through. I mean, she's obviously going through something, you know, and who knows if it was malicious or if it was intent. Yeah, Miss Pumpkin, you ain't got to tell me, baby. I be so happy when my kids go to sleep. Okay? I have a 3-year old and almost 1-year old. So I can imagine when so I can imagine, you know, when you're home by yourself dealing with these children, how stressful it can be to the point where you're about to click, and you're just like, oh my God, if I hit this child, I don't want to hit her the wrong way, and oops, there you go, something has happened. So I don't think that the young lady purposely killed her child. I think that something happened to the child when the mom wasn't home, because it's obvious she would leave the child home a lot. So I think something happened to that baby and she was gone, and she could not say what had happened to that baby. That's one theory. And so when she came home, that's what I'm saying. Maybe she fell or choked. That's what I'm saying. Sugar Cookie, you right with me. And I think that when she got home, she panicked, because a lot of times we do panic. She panicked and went and buried the baby, realized she was dead, buried the baby, and moved. And she has not been right ever since. It's obvious she's been jumping around a lot, okay, as far as home to home and stuff like that, because you guys have to understand, this is on her heart. This is weighing on her heart that she obviously could not have shared with anybody. Okay? She could not have shared it with anybody. So she is dealing with this humongous freaking guilt on her shoulder since April. Okay? But see, the thing about it that gets me, Marion, and I know we're in this generation where we don't want to be involved in other people's business. But there is a time and a place where you need to be involved and call the authorities. It's obvious that this witness saw this baby left home several times with the same damn pajamas on. The house was in disarray. Like, it just looked suspect. And the only time you see the mama is at night. Like, I would, and I know he probably didn't want to be involved or whatever the situation was. It ain't my business. But sometimes we got to be involved. That's why it takes a village to raise a child. And I felt like that eyewitness should have called the police, and maybe that girl could have got some help a whole lot sooner before this damn baby went missing. That is my opinion on it. All of these people seeing this baby here and there, or they have some knowledge that the mom is not always around, or the baby is being left around, left by herself, or whatever the situation is. Y'all have got to start reporting this stuff. The mom reported the child missing because people have been asking about where the baby is. That's how this whole thing came up. She wasn't enrolled in public school. She was going to daycare at some point on base, and then another daycare in Jacksonville. And I mean, I don't know. I don't know who, I don't know. Maybe the family was asking where the baby was and all this kind of stuff. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I do know that somebody was asking about the baby, so she had to come up with some kind of crazy ass story, and that's what she came up with. And then when the police started putting shit two and two together, she panicked, and then especially she panicked when they found the damn body, and that's when she tried to kill herself. Oh, wow. So I really think that something happened to that baby, and the mom wasn't there to say what happened, and she left the child unattended, and she panicked, buried the baby, moved back to Jacksonville, and was just trying to move on with her life the best way she could. I don't know how the hell she slept at night. Maybe she didn't sleep at all. Who knows? And then there was rumors that there was some type of fiance involved or some guy involved, and the sister says that, oh, I think the guy has some idea about the whereabouts, and I don't know. It's a young lady. If you look on News for Jax, Taylor Williams, she was a 5-year-old little girl here in Jacksonville that has recently gone missing, but apparently she's been missing for several months. But yeah, and the mom is a she's in the service, and she was working at NAS Jax, I believe, and she's, I know, hospitalized, I think, and she was in a coma for a while because she overdosed on some medications and she attempted to commit suicide. So we got to pray for her. We seriously need to pray for her because we've all gotten to that breaking point with our children. You know, we're like, okay, I'm about to go crazy here. Somebody come relieve me. And like I said, we don't know what kind of mental state she was in. So I think either that happened. Now, theory two is she either hurt the baby, but it was accidental, meaning she either beat the baby or something, and she panicked when she realized the baby wasn't breathing anymore and buried the child. Kind of same thing, but I don't know. Most likely, Marion, she is. Um, she lied to police and said her mom had been taking care of Taylor in October, but the grandmother, right, the grandmother hadn't seen her since January. The father hadn't seen her since then. Um, they said both maternal and paternal grandparents hadn't seen the child in almost a year. So that goes to tell you right there. That girl's been missing forever. Yeah, that baby been missing. And that's what have me thinking that she's unfortunately dead somewhere. Um, so I downloaded the News for Jax app and I have the notifications. So I'm just waiting to hear that they've actually ID'd the body that they did, the human remains that they did find. Oh God, it's child human remains, so it is a child. Um, whether it's Taylor or not, I'm not sure. But I don't think they would have posted that if it wasn't. I don't know. Maybe they would have, but it's so sad, y'all. That little baby, she's just gone. She's just gone. And I just, at this point, I think the mom should just come clean. She got to. Like, she just, or like they said, if she had a man that she was involved with. Y'all know these stories lately with these dudes killing these kids, like raping and hurting these baby girls, and something is going on, and maybe a man was involved, truly. You know, hey, mama. I know I can't sleep. I started to call you, but I figured you were sleeping, so I didn't want to bother you. I couldn't sleep. I was outside. That's why I got my hat on and my robe. I was outside on the balcony just thinking, and, oh, tell Daddy I said hey. You would think, Peggy, that the family would say something, but like I said, we are in this generation where nobody wants to be involved. Nobody wants to say anything. And I think that's what Marion, and that's what I'm saying. Like, nobody questioned the disappearance, you know, like nobody questioned where this poor baby was. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But you know what? You know what? They maybe they did question the appearance, or they questioned where the little girl was, And the mom probably told them, oh, she's with her grandparents, her other grandparents, or she's here. Maybe there was always some type of explanation as to where the child is and as to why they hadn't seen her. So maybe we can't necessarily say that no one has asked those questions because we don't really know what all happened. But maybe there was some talk about where the child had been or where the child was. Let me tell you something. If something like that happened with my children, my parents would be on my door, banging on my door. Let me see my baby. I don't want to hear none of that. First of all, they don't have no other grandparents, okay? My mom and dad is it for them. Unfortunately, on my husband's side of the family, his mom is deceased and his dad is just not active in his life. So they're the only grandparents that my kids know, that they acknowledge. That's it for them, okay? And now they do have great grands, but grandparents, my mom and dad is it. So if something ever happened with my kids, and y'all know I have to go over their house every Sunday, let me miss a Sunday, my daddy come, where my baby's at, where Doc at, where Gandy baby at, like, what you mean you ain't coming over, And if I ever something like that was to happen, God forbid, my parents, like I said, would be at my doorstep. Like, what's going on with you? And they probably would have reported me to the police immediately. Regardless if I'm their child or not. You know, people need help, and they don't know how to say that they need help. So sometimes you gotta initiate it for them. Girl, that's what I'm saying. Like, they would have been to kick my door down like freaking squat, okay? Like, Ashley, what is wrong with you? Where you been at? Where my baby's at? Especially Janae, she called me all the time. She don't call to talk to me. She called, where my niece at? Where my nephew at? Let me see my baby. Y'all, I cannot get away with that. I cannot. Mm-mm. Absolutely not. My parents will kill me. I'd rather them kill me and then I go to jail. I'm just like, y'all just shoot me one good time. So, but but yeah, man, we don't know what mental state that young lady was in, and I feel bad for her. I do. I feel so bad for her, really do. Yes, Corey. No, Corey would be like, Ashley, um, where's my niece? Where's my nephew? Where's AJ? Let me see them. Let me see AJ. Yeah, Corey, he will be all up in my Kool-Aid, knowing the flavor, how much sugar I put in, how much water and all. He gonna ask questions. That's one thing Corey will do. And he will not stop asking until you answer him. So, but yeah, y'all, my folks when I had that, like my daddy said, I will beat your ass. Yeah, come on now. Hey. Like even now, like my mom fusses at me when I fuss at Zaria. Like she literally ready to drop kick me when I'm trying to discipline my own kids. And she ready to whoop on me and my daddy. I told my daddy about AJ diaper rash. He talk about, all right, Ashley, don't make me bust you. And I'm like, really? How is it my fault? He ready to bust me about AJ having diaper rash. Cause then he be like, yeah, well, you ain't changing them enough. Then I'm like, okay. Oh my gosh, Danielle, which one? Because there's one I saw where this lady had somebody to follow her to the school, beat her son in front of the teacher, and she was just cussing. She was just ignorant. She was just calling him an MF and a nigga and all this other extra stuff, and I was just like, I understand your child misbehaving, and I understand that you beat him with it, show I did. But there's a way to do things, There's a way to do stuff. Like, and the way she snatched him up from that table in front of his peers, I was like, oh my God, And here's the thing, y'all. Here's the thing. I understand about disciplining your kids, I'm all for it. I don't agree with the recording and the posting a video for social media, because what you're doing as a parent, and this is my opinion, y'all can disagree, I feel like you're opening up that door for your child to be cyberbullied and to be bullied in school. And so when that child is bullied in school, on the internet, your parent has already embarrassed the crap out of you. So you're already dealing with that. Now you got the bullying that you're dealing with. I think that's where a lot of our children are committing suicide and they're going crazy. And then once the child has committed suicide because they have no outlet, they have nowhere to go, then everybody want to cry out what was wrong. You have to look at the things that led up to the suicide. You have to look at what led up to that child's breaking point. Doing that is not helping the situation at all. You got your point across when you beat the crap out of them. I commend you, for there's nothing wrong with spanking a child. Okay, that's wrong with a lot of kids nowadays. But when you do that, you got to realize, honey, what door you're opening up to. Okay? You have to do that. You have to do that. You have to think about the consequences behind your actions as a parent, you know? And they don't have nowhere else to go. They're not safe at school because now they really about to get it in school. Oh, you got your behind being in school, blah blah blah. And they get picked on for that. You don't want that for your child. You don't want that bullying. And all you're going to say is, well, I wasn't trying to do it like that. I wasn't trying to do. But that's what happens. That's what happens. You know, you open up that door, not even for bullying. You open up that door for that child to just come back to you in a rebellious type of manner, because you're like, you know what? Whatever. My life over with anyway. Yeah, and I saw that video and I felt bad for that little boy. I really did. Hell, the teacher even looked scared herself. She looked like she wanted to save him, but she was like, no, if I do that, this lady gonna choke the crap out of me. So I felt sorry for the teacher because the teacher was petrified. She couldn't do nothing. She was like, oh my God, like, what do I do? You know? And the mama was like, yeah, nigga, yeah. Like, what is that? What is that? That's a show? Like, it's a showdown? Like, this is okay? Everybody just clout chasing? Like, that's okay to do that? Like, I don't ever, my parents, I will say that, my parents never did that to any of us. Never did that to any of us. First of all, we knew not to show the heck out in school. Because I didn't want my mama to come up there off work. Okay, they already missed the time for work. Coming up there off work to beat us in front of nobody. That, I was like, oh no. If anything, if we got in trouble, they would always say, we'll deal with you when you get home. And they dealt with us when we got home. But all of that coming up there and the way she did it, I was just like floored. I was like, oh my gosh. That is just something you don't do. I'm sorry. I'm not with that. I'm not with that. I'm with you. I support you, mama, for spanking his butt because I'm sure he needed it. But honey, why didn't he? Why he didn't call someone for her? When they find that person, they need to put them under the prison. Why he didn't call for some? What do you mean, Stephanie? If I see your son, then do not see him again. I would question the doctor, teacher, neighbor, or friend. Right. Because I would pinch the piss out of you. Mom, okay? They say shaming a child for discipline doesn't work and does emotional harm. It does emotional harm, Sugar Cookie. Listen, you didn't want my mom's pinch. You hear me? My mom had the death pinch. My mom always had long nails. And when she pinched you, them nails get in that skin, and it's just on a whole nother level. Your arm, that area she pinched you in, is now bruised. You don't even want to move your arm. It hurts that bad. So I knew I wasn't even on that type of time. They also had one where the mother made of her 12-year-old daughter take off her pants and beat her and stomped her. She beat her daughter like she was a stranger on the street. Oh, my God. Now, I did see a video of the 16-year-old girl. Her mom had her pants down, but she had her hands tied and her legs tied together, and she was spanking her because the mom had told her to take the piercing out. She took it out and went and got another one, and then she drove the mom's car and apparently wrecked the mama car or something. So the mama was tearing her behind up. But of course, it was on social media, so I did see that one. Um, I don't know. I'm all for the beating. Now she deserved her behind whooping. If I tell you to take something out, you gonna go and put another one in, and then you stole my car? Oh yeah, Zaria finna get it. She gonna get it probably from both of us. We don't have to tag team that behind. But all that putting on social media, I'm not about to do that to my kids. I'm not. I'm not finna. Why would you do that? First of all, I don't want them seeing me struggle trying to whoop her behind, and she moving all over the place. So I ain't even got time for that. And what if I hit myself and I'm like, ooh, ouch, I don't want to embarrass myself, okay? But yeah, no. Mm-mm. And it's too many predators out here. Them people don't need to see her in her panties while you whooping her. I mean, come on now. Come on now. Some stuff is just unnecessary. Nobody's saying you can't discipline your child, but why do you have to expose them like that publicly? Like, do y'all not know that these videos are forever? There is no taking them away. There is no, okay, mama, she is gonna run. There is no deleting these videos. Once the video is out there on the internet, that is it. And this video could follow that child the rest of her life. That is not something that you want. Okay? Don't nobody want to have to relive that moment for the rest of their life. Like, come on, y'all. Like, do better. Do better, man. Do better. That's not what's up. It's not what's up. Mm-mm. But yeah, I've seen those videos of the parents whooping their kids, man. To each his own, man. I feel sorry for the kids. I do, but I don't know. You gotta pray for them. That's all I can do. Pray for them. No, they don't think about their mama. They don't. That's one thing I can say. Y'all ain't never do that to us. Mm-mm. You. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Mm-mm. Shameful. It's very shameful. Oh, Miss Puckett. Okay. Girl, holla child abuse if you want to. Mm-mm. Yeah, I remember them days, honey. Mm-mm. Child abuse. Now it's just so common now, man. It's like these kids are being abused left and right. Oh, God. And if she beat him, that lady with the little boy in elementary school, if she beats him like that in public, my God, there's no telling what happens behind closed doors. Okay? Like, you don't know what she does to him behind closed doors. Like, she could be slapping him or punching him or throwing stuff at him. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's sad, though. I think it's pure ignorance. But then, you know what? I think that parents do that because that's how they were raised. It's like a broken cycle. Somebody got to break the cycle at some point, okay? Seriously. So I think people that do that, it's happened to them before. And they feel like it's acceptable because, hell, my mama beat me like that, so I'm going to do that. No, it's not the way to go. Mm-mm. Right. That's what my mom tell me to do. Ashley, just go put yourself in timeout. Especially when I feel like I'm about to click, Zaria plucking my last nerve, and I'm like, girl, you about to get these hands. And I'm like, you know what? Just go in your room. Mama gonna go in woosah. Mm. It is learned behavior because it's happened to them. Maybe they were in abusive childhood. They had a, they were beat like that. And so they think it's okay. Nobody's ever told them it was wrong. They lived through it. It didn't kill them, you know. So they're like, hey, I'm going to do my kids the same way. But it's wrong. I'm here to tell you it's wrong. Yeah. Because, Marion, nobody wants to be involved. That's the answer. Nobody wants to be involved. If you get involved, you're either going to get cussed out or ridiculed because you're involved. So nobody wants to be involved. Nobody wants to be involved. Everybody looking out for their own children. There is no more village. Okay? And the village failed this child. You know, my husband was saying that he thinks that the daycare should hold some type of accountability for this child as well. And I'm like, how? I mean, he was like, but they got to report her missing or something. I'm like, not necessarily for a daycare. Like, if I just take my child up out of their daycare, then I just take my child up out of the daycare. Now, they may call, but if I don't answer the phone, I don't answer the phone. You know? That's just all to it. They just probably gonna turn my baby out their system or something. I don't know how that works. Now, if they had suspicion that something was going on, they have an obligation to report it. But if you just take your child away from that facility, then hey, man, I have got beat with the radio cord. I said my child children. Oh my lord, not the radio cord. I don't think my mom ever did that. No, no, she never did no radio cord. Now, my God. So he started carrying her. Marion said that's inhumane. mm like we talk about it. Like my husband even told me he done got beat with a cord before the extension cord, and I'm just like, well, your mama tried to kill you. I'm like, bro, Tony, your mama tried to kill you, bro. Do you not know that? I said, that's not normal. But back in the day, whatever your mama got her hands on, that's what she whooped your behind with. That's just what it was. You know? I mean, that's just what it was. I mean, you lived it, you survived through it, but, you know, it ain't gonna be none of that. Mm-mm. Oh, my necklace. I'm trying to turn it around. But yeah, mm-mm. I said, man, your papa did what? He told me, yeah, man, she used to beat my behind, man. Ooh, with that switch now. I know about the switches now. And he told me she used to beat with a switch and a stitch cord. And I'm like, a cord? Do you know how thick a cord is? You got to be an angry mom that hits somebody with a cord. My mom talking about fly swatter, baby. Flip flops, cone, wooden spoons. Ooh, Lord, mama, you and them spoons. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. If you want some pain, get hit with a spoon on your knuckles. My mama used to do that. Come here. Hold your hand out. It's either the knuckles or your hand. The palm of your hand. She used to really do the palm of your hand. Hold your hand out. Bop, bop. A few more lashes. Your hand used to be, girl. And I'm like, Mama. But child, that was back in the day. But I didn't get too many of them. But yeah, child, them wooden spoons. Mm-mm. But honey, darn y'all, I'm trying to get okay. My necklace is not acting right. Hold on, let's call on something. I'm trying to figure out which way I need to go. Mm-hmm. Janae got all the spankings. Of course, Janae was bad. My sister was bad though. Janae was off the chain. Oh, no wonder. Oh, Janae was off the chain. My brother too. He used to get his fair of spankings. Oh yeah. She used to make us hug each other when we would fight. I used to hate that, especially when you mad with your brother and them. You like, I don't want to hug this nigga. And we used to stand there in the corner. I'm like, ugh. And my mama used to tell us, y'all all each other got. Y'all around here doing all that fighting. Stand right there and hug each other and don't move till I tell you to. I'm like, oh my God. Like, I really don't like my brother and my sister right now, and you gonna make me hug them. She would make us hug each other. She did. Or when we got in trouble. Or when we got in trouble, she used to go make us stand up by the mailbox. Oh, this Tony coming in. Oh, Tony. Sorry, forgot the thing was on the door. You alright?
What are you doing?
What's up, video chatting? I'm on YouTube Live. I was up, couldn't sleep.
Why are you gonna shoot?
Oh, I was on the back balcony earlier. Couldn't sleep. Mm-hmm. Just made it home from work.
What?
Oh, nothing. Excited, yay! You got my baby milk. Anyway. No, he ain't finna say that. Oh, tell him I'm live. He know I'm live. I already told him, Papa. I know before you say something, you gotta be saying. Mm-mm. I'm about to take this thing. I'm making my head itch. But anyway, your dad snoring? Oh. Well, I'm about to go, y'all. Man, I came home. All right, y'all. Well, good night. Thank you guys for being up with me while I could not sleep. Um, we've been on here an hour. I love you guys. Good night. Mama, I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, good night, good night. You said be careful. Well, I'm gonna be in the house. Tell me be careful. You be careful too, Mary. Okay, I will, Mama. Bye.